What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We are on day 5 of our nipples to knees Pilates series. Let's get to it. All right, we're getting started on our back. We're going into 15 glute bridges. Remember, inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. And again, making sure you're squeezing the butt at the top. Let's do one more. Inhale up, exhale down, and then bend your knees into your chest. Give yourself a deep breath here, and we're going into 10 rolling like a balls. So remember, stick that landing. Inhale back, exhale, roll up. One more, inhale back, exhale, stick the landing, plant your feet, and slowly roll yourself back down. So we're going to work on something called threshold here. We'll straighten our legs. We'll bring our arms all the way up overhead. And I only want you to bring them to the point where you start to feel your ribs poking through. Now you might have to try this a couple times. You can see I'm inhaling back, trying to find my point. Right about here is where my ribs start to show. So that's the spot that I want you to just inhale your arms back to. Once you found it, exhale, bring yourself up. We're going to do 10 of these roll up and roll down. So slow on the roll down. Inhale, exhale, rolling up. Inhale, slowly rolling down. Keeping your arms nice and straight. Only bringing them to that threshold. One more, inhale, exhale, bring yourself all the way up, and then let's go ahead, bend your knees into your chest, stay in the seated position, and then now we're just going to rotate, bring your right arm to your left knee, and your left arm behind your back. Give yourself a nice little rotation, nice little twist. A couple deep breaths here, and then we'll rotate back to the other side on an inhale. Again, staying nice and straight, roll your shoulders down, lift the chest, feel that stretch, and then inhale, come back to center. Roll ourselves down to our back, and we'll go ahead, extend your legs all the way up, and we're going to do our little toe touches. However, I only want you to lift your shoulders up off the ground. So take a deep inhale, exhale, lift. Doing this 10 times. Feel any discomfort in the lower back, go ahead and put one foot down. And if not, keep continuing what you're doing. Do one more, and then we'll keep our legs up and we'll go right into that straight leg stretch that we did yesterday. Again, remember, inhale, switch, exhale, exhale, bringing that leg close to the chest. Do one more for each side. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch, and then bend your knees into your chest. Let's get right into our double leg stretch. Bringing those arms to that threshold position that we just discovered. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. One more, inhale back, exhale to center, and then bring your knees to your chest, head down. Give yourself a couple deep breaths here. We're going to get set up for our spinal stretch here next. Before we do that, I want you to try to get some length out of your lower back and out of your hamstrings. So this is how we're going to accomplish it. We're going to bring our arms all the way overhead, and then on your exhale, we're going to reach for the toes. Now, if you can't reach for your toes, that's fine. As long as you're reaching and feeling that stretch in the hamstring. If you can't reach for your toes, grab them, and then keep your chin and chest up, and give yourself a couple deep breaths here. And the idea is that you want to bring a nice stretch into the hamstring, stretch it out from the lower back. So once you've done this, we'll go ahead and bring ourselves back to that upright position, and go ahead for spinal stretch. So arms overhead, inhaling, reaching, and then exhale, pulling back. Again, feeling that stretch right on the core, right at the top of the ribs, and coming back to center. Inhale, reaching, exhale, pulling back. If you're rounding over a beach ball or a stability ball, inhale, exhale, pull. Let's do this a couple more times here. Inhale, reaching, exhale, pulling back. Do one more here. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull back, and then come back up to center. And we're going to get set up for a downward dog leg drives. So with this one, we're going to get into our downward dog position. Give yourself a couple deep breaths there. And then we're going to lift our left leg just about hip distance. And we're going to bend our knee, exhale, driving it to center. Inhale back, exhale to center. Inhale back, exhale to center. Now if you feel any pressure in your wrists, go ahead, grip the mat with your fingertips. You got 10 on each side. Go ahead, do one more. Inhale back, exhale, drive, and then bring your big toes together, drop your knees, sink your hips. Let's get into child's pose. Give yourself a couple deep breaths. Those are tough. Again, really reaching out through the fingertips. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Next exhale, we'll come back up. Readjust yourself. Inhale, exhale, back into downward dog. And let's go ahead and do that same thing to the right side. Inhale, stretch that leg back. Exhale, drive it into center. 10 times here. Let's go ahead, do one more. Inhale back, exhale drive, and then bring those big toes together and sink yourself back into child's pose. But in this child's pose, we're going to bring our left arm and thread it under your right arm. And feel that stretch. Crawl your fingers all the way up to 12 o'clock. Feel wherever you're feeling that. A couple deep breaths here. And on your next exhale, we'll go ahead, bring ourselves up, and switch sides. Give yourself one more deep inhale and exhale, and then we'll go ahead and meet on the back. And we're going to get set up for our double leg stretch, but we're only using our legs here. So keep your hands by your side, our legs in that tabletop position, and I want you to envision that you're like kicking through water. So you're really just pushing through with your heel each time. So you inhale, extend, exhale back to center. Inhale, extend, exhale back to center. Really just driving through with the heel. One more for each side. And then go ahead, bend your knees into your chest. And we're going to get set up for our single leg stretch. We've done this a couple times. Where we inhale, exhale, exhale, stretch. Inhale, exhale, exhale, bringing that knee close to the chest. Do one more for each side, bringing that knee into your chest, and we'll go ahead and get set up on our side for the side leg raise. So the side leg raise, I want you to inhale, really stretch that leg, and then exhale, bringing it all the way up. Inhale, stretch, exhale up. Don't let your foot touch to the ground. Keep it hovering. We're going 10 times each leg. Gaze in front of you. You might hear some clicking. I hear some weird sounds in there. Let's go ahead, switch to the other side. For me, I hear clicking on my right side. My left side doesn't do it. One more raise, and then let's meet on our stomach. And we're going to do single leg butt kicks. Same breathing pattern we've been working on. That inhale, exhale, exhale. So I want you to inhale and then exhale, exhale, kicking your heel to your butt. The hard part about this is not allowing your knee to come off the ground. So you want to keep your quad, keep your knee on the ground and just kicking on the exhale. Switch it up a little bit here. So we're going to go right leg, left leg, both legs. And again, still trying to keep your knees to the ground, quads engaged. Right leg, left leg, and then now both legs. Let's do this a couple more times. Finish this last one. And then we'll go ahead, extend your arms all the way up overhead. And let's just give ourselves a full body stretch. Feel the stretch from your fingertips all the way down to your toes. Give yourself a couple deep breaths here. And then on your next exhale, we'll come up to a tabletop position. Give yourself a deep breath, tuck your toes, and just finish up our last downward facing dog. Explore this downward dog. Use the breath. If you're finding your heels are getting a little closer to the ground, maybe you're just able to keep yourself upright, getting that nice deep stretch into the hamstrings. And then let's go ahead, bring ourselves down. Look at that, day 5 complete. We got 2 more days left. Fine job.